This one. Hi, YouTube. I'm on here with TikTok. I'm getting ready to make a non-emergency phone call. Hi, thank you for joining. Hey, sister. Hi, how are you? This is Leon Battle. Maybe where have you been, Leon? Man, this is your sister. I'm getting ready to sue the hell out of the state of Massachusetts. You hear me? For loss of my toes. And I'm getting ready to make a 911 non-emergency phone call. And I'm getting ready to file another police report because the slanderous stereotyping shit that somebody put on paper that I was threatened by this lawyer with, that if I don't stop recording, they're gonna put me out in the street for a non-reason eviction. Do I look intimidated to you? I'm scared to touch my computer. So on YouTube, you're not really seeing that much of me. Let me see if I can lift the screen up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Now, these motherfuckers has turned me into a comedian. You understand me? They can't be no more ignorant. And this is a brown people company. These are the motherfuckers that want us to get out in the street and solidarity with them. And they, not all of them, because a lot of them got melon in it. Melon in the melon with it. You know what I'm trying to say. And they don't see it. They are Caucasians. Okay. Let them have that's them, let them have it. But they're not going to come in here and do what we fought for the white man not to do, civil rights, and think that they can get away with it. My mother didn't raise no fool. Bless her heart. I'm carrying on my mother's legacy. And if she was here right now, she would say, Beverly, I'm so proud of you. Now, Leon Battle. Somebody needs to start in my family, and I've already talked to Michelle, need to start pushing these agencies and making phone calls on my behalf to say that you are watching, you're protecting me, and you want to know what's being done. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Make some phone calls. Make some phone calls to the detective people that I'm getting ready to call. They have not even signed me in a detective to file charges. That's why I'm getting ready to call these motherfuckers again. But I'm also getting ready to add a new charge against these maintenance people because the shit says it's coming out of their mouths. So they need to be charged with slander, racial profiling, and the lies, and also whoever's threatening me. Because they're the ones coming in my apartment, which I have every right to. City Hall lawyers said that I have every right to do this, record maintenance or anybody coming into my apartment. So they're violating my constitutional rights by threatening me to throw me out in the street. And the city of Boston, the mayor and the governor, has not done shit to stop these motherfuckers because they're getting 70% of revenue to run Massachusetts. So they're getting paid to look the other way. But now I'm going to make them face me. I done gone to their offices. I done put up my protest. I done went to A Strong. And I'm waiting for Mark Washington to call me. I'm putting names out here. The assistant of the mayor, Michelle Wu, took me and my son down there personally and introduced us to him and said that they were going to get me a lawyer to protect myself. I said, no, they're only doing evictions. And she said, nope, this is going to work. Now, where's the fucking lawyer at that's supposed to help me be going through this paperwork and shit to present my case? Well, like I said, yesterday, not yesterday, but the day before, I had a surprise visit that was at my door to catch me and have me not prepare anything, because when an investigator come in, like Children and Families or anything like that, they don't tell you they're coming until they're right at your door, because they have to get their evidence. When this woman walked in my house, she said, she said, smells good in here. You got a beautiful apartment. Contradicts that garbage that they put on there. And if they think that I'm going to let them get away with this, they got another thing coming. So that's why I am spewing this out here. And also, I want to give thanks to my God. I should have said that earlier before I begin, because I'm learning how to work my obligation to the covenant. You got to put him first. So before I say anything, I should be giving him praise and thanks. That's a little thing now. It's going to bless you when you do things like this. Put him first. But let's go ahead and make this phone call to the Boston Police Non-Emergency. The last time Detective Becker didn't even interview me when they abused me and hit me with my door. He made up his own charge. He said, assault with a deadly weapon, my door. Never interviewed me as the victim, never interviewed my witnesses. All he did was go to talk to the office people and tell them on the report, I think something's wrong with her. This motherfucker didn't come with the date. He came with the assault, saying that it happened in May of 2021. Took me a year to get them to do a police report and get it assigned. But the incident happened February 14th of 2020. So I think something was wrong with him. Because he's a fucking detective coming with the wrong assault date. You think I'm going to let these motherfuckers do this shit to me again? I'm putting these motherfuckers out here on my YouTube channel and my TikTok channel. Let's make this phone call. Let's handle business. Y'all ready? I'm letting these motherfuckers know I'm not playing with them. Hi, thank you for joining me. This is the Boston Police District E13?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Is there something with your volume? Because you're very kind of faint. I am recording this conversation. I'm going to record this on my YouTube and I'm recording this on my TikTok. I need to get another police report done. And I'm unable to come to you all to do it because I've just had an amputation done. So I'm needing for someone to come out and do another police report. Now, I also need to go to the detectives department. How can you help me? Because I need to file charges for slander, threats, all of this, and I need to have it because I need to have it on that police report that it caused bodily injury.
Okay, so where are you located?
225 Center Street.
Okay, so the way it works is I'm going to get you over to our dispatcher.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Dispatch an officer to your address, and like you explained to me, you're not able to come inside. So they'll send an officer there to your home to take the report.
Okay. Now,
report.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Detectives first, then I go to detectives after.
Okay. Yes, because I want everything transparent this time.
Okay, that's fine. When the officers get there, they can also talk to you and explain everything, but that's how it typically works. An officer arrives on scene, they speak to you, they document everything you said, they write everything, and then after it's done, it gets assigned to the detective. Okay, now, miss, I have one question for you. I wanted the officers that did the first police report to photograph my evidence so they can have it, but they said they have to wait and have the detective do that. But I wanted this attached to the police report. But for some reason, the detectives isn't assigning this yet to anybody. And
This is a life-threatening thing. They're threatening my livelihood and putting me out in the street based on lies. So I'm trying to find out how to get a restraining order. I'm unable to do this, but they need to cease and resist from causing me any more personal injury. I can't afford to lose any more limbs. I'm trying to heal here, and they've caused this bodily injury from the harassments and the threats, and I'm needing protection.
Okay. So yeah, let me get you over to our dispatcher so we can have an officer sent there so they can help you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Hold on, please.
Let me see. I don't know if it's the volume in my phone, but I could barely hear you. Yes, they sent. I'm unable to come to you to do a police report, and I also need to do a restraining order because this is affecting my health. It's caused me severe bodily injury with the amputation of my toes.
You're able to go into the district and make a report?
No, ma'am. I just got out the hospital for having toes amputated. And I'm not supposed to be on my feet at all.
Yeah, but the only way you're going to get a restraining order is it goes, once the report's made, it goes to the district. But what's going on?
Yes, ma'am. I'm under the elderly protection. They came in and there. This is also under investigation and is being mandated, reported. What I need for someone to do is come out here and do another police report. Excuse me, I got a call coming in. That's my son. 1 second, my son. I invite my son to this call. Hello, Anthony? Anthony? I can't hear him. Yes, this letter that was sent to me was threatening. It was also slanderous, and I need protection against it. So I need to do another police report.
Who sent you the letter?
The maintenance people, ma'am, and the property management. All of it is lies. I've been recording. So I need this to cease and resist because it has caused me bodily injury.
Okay, so you made reports on them prior?
Yes, ma'am. And Detective Becker, Anthony, I'm on YouTube, TikTok.
Call me back.
I'll call you back.
What it's gonna be is a supplementary report, and that can only be done in the district. And once that's done in the district, because the officers don't, we don't know if we get you the same officer.
As long as it's not Detective Becker, these people have assaulted me in the past. He never interviewed me. He never interviewed my witness, but he charged the property management with assault with a deadly weapon my door. I have in my medical records that I can't get better without them doing this to me. They've done it again recently. So now I need to file a police report because they cannot slander me and give me defamation of character.
Ma'am?
Yes.
So is your son able to go into the district with that and file a report for you?
I can check with him. No, ma'am. Y'all got to come out here and do the police report. Okay, my son doesn't know everything. I'm the one who's making this report. Okay. I don't need to tell him what to tell you. Yes. Then thank you. Just cooperate with me.
Ma'am, listen, I'm asking you questions.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to get them to come out there, but you're gonna say it's a supplementary report. What's your address?
225 Center Street. Ma'am, a crime has been committed. And are you telling me, and you telling my audience that if the police can't come here to do a police report and yes.
You said you have medical conditions, right?
Right.
So relax and let me ask the questions I need to ask you in order to get the police out here. What part of the city are you in? Dorchester or
Roxbury?
You're where?
I'm in Roxbury.
Okay. What apartment or floor?
4th floor. 421.
What apartment's there?
421.
Apartment 421.
Y'all don't come visit me. I got a
What's your
deadbolt.
first name
Pardon me, my first name?
for the report, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't hear you. My name is Beverly.
Well, that's because you can't hear me because they sent you through the district, and we have a problem hearing each other when the calls come through the district. So for now, I just call 911 directly. What's your phone number, Beverly?
617 564 7946.
7946.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how did they threaten you in the letter?
That's what it's in my evidence, ma'am. That's what's been reported also to the Adult Protection Agency. I have the evidence. They didn't want to take a picture of it to include in this, but it's defamation of character, it's slanderous, and it's telling me that it's violating my civil and constitutional rights, and it's racial profiling.
Okay.
And they threaten me if I don't keep my mouth shut. They're going to do a no-fault eviction and throw me out in the street.
They said if you don't keep your mouth shut in that letter?
Yes, ma'am. And this is the second time they've done this.
Ma'am, relax.
Ma'am, I have PTSD behind this.
Okay.
If my voice is elevated, I'm not yelling or screaming. Please. All I want you all to do is come out and do the report.
And that's what I was getting ready to tell you. It would be the first available unit. I didn't need to hear repeat information. But it's going to be the first available unit to come speak with you, okay?
That's fine. That's all I want. And because I need to protect myself from this kind of threat. Then they told me if they throw me out in the street, I won't be able to get into housing anymore. I'm not going to be intimidated like this. This is against the law.
Talk to the officers when they arrive, okay?
I sure will, ma'am. And thank you for your listening and your patience and your service.
It'll be the first available unit, Miss Beverly, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Second call is to the detectives to find out when and how long it's going to take for somebody to file charges.
Hello, Moto.
See, they ain't going to get away with what they did the last time. Fake their charges because somebody paying somebody to keep you from filing the police reports and then for falsifying the police reports. Now, I've had this charge in Eternal Affairs for 4 years. The officer had a year to do his investigation, but apparently, what's his name? Okay, I can't think of his name. Charles Mitchell. I think that's what his name was. Anyway, after 2 years, this officer is still supposed to be on medical leave. And I said, come on now. I said, my mother is diagnosed with severe terminal cancer. And this motherfucker is out of work for 2 weeks. This is the bullshit of the Boston Police Department. Okay? I learned my lesson the first time. I'm not going to be no fool this time because now I know how they operate. So I'm exposing these motherfuckers, putting them down here. I am my own lawyer. And I can't get a lawyer here. I'm going to handle this shit. And no lawyer is going to come after all of this evidence that I got and say, let me represent you in court. I'm going to bend over and tell them to kiss my ass because you should have done it and you all been refusing it. Fuck you. Because I'm wanting this to go viral. Y'all can help me by reposting and showing how Massachusetts, because see, I'm suing the state of Massachusetts, because if they had stepped in and did something, I'd have all 5 toes. I had perfect A1Cs because I had to have the neck surgery and I had to have the shoulder surgery. Y'all seen this scar I showed y'all? It's way down there. It's long. They had to do a reverse shoulder because my condition was so fragile when I fell in Stop and Shop, and they thought it was blocked, but then they found out there were so many lacerations in there. Trying to pick up a watermelon and put it in the car, but I didn't know my foot was under that pallet. So when I went to turn, I went blam, and because I was fragile. Cause and effect, y'all. Cause and effect. Don't let nobody fuck you over. Keep your evidence and stand your ground. So sorry, the chat is currently unavailable. I don't know why, because I would love to hear y'all's comments. Thank you for joining me today. How you doing, Herman? Thank you all for listening. But let's call this district and let's see what's going on with the detective side. Because my family is now getting involved and wanting to find out what's going on with this case. See, now that it's not just my voice and they're speaking up, they thought they could handle me, but they can ready to handle the battles. Thank you. This is ringing. Yes, ma'am. This is on a recorded YouTube and TikTok. And can you transfer me to the detectives?
You've reached the Boston Fire Department.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant the code. So this is not 343-3630. I mean 56. You know what? I dialed the wrong number. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And keep up the good job, y'all. I dialed the wrong number. See, I'm so glad I'm not alone in this. I'm so glad that y'all are following me in this. Because I'm just watching a video with these women, black women were marching, talking about they're proud to be black. Man, I was grooving on that shit. I am so proud to be black. Thank you for those hearts. Let's sneak. Oh, thank you. Let me call the detectives and find out how long. And then I'm going to look it up in Google. After they've done the police report, what's the time limit that they come out here to file these charges? See, they're trying to be evasive. See, because somebody in District E13 that's been protecting these motherfuckers and making up their own charges. they dealing with a black woman. They ain't dealing with no fool. I'm a black woman. Don't they know how strong black women are? If they don't, they get ready to find out. This little old woman right here, 66 years old. Y'all forgive me, I ain't got no makeup on because I ain't worried about no makeup. It ain't worried about looks. It's about honor. It's about integrity. It's about dignity. And if y'all agree with me, tap that screen. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. Let's call the Boston. Let's call I call the non-emergency number. But she's telling me the next time, just call 911. This is what's the emergency? That's 911 for emergencies. Non-emergencies is supposed to go through thing, I guess. But hey, if that's the way the system goes, that's the way the system goes. Yes, ma'am. Is this Boston Police Department, District E13? Okay, I'm having a little trouble hearing you. I'm on a recording of YouTube and TikTok because I want transparency. Will you go ahead and connect me to your detective department? Can you speak up a little louder, please? Yes, ma'am. I called about a couple of days ago. This is Beverly McLeod. And I'm now waiting on the policeman to come and do another report and put more charges on this incident. I change that police report to go after, I think, Bart Miller. He's the owner of the building, so he's responsible. I also need to include bodily injury on that report. Now, you all know that I can't come in there because of the amputation. The bodily injury that they caused me is amputation. I want to know, how long is it going to take for a detective to come and put this through, because I've got to do another report and accuse the people, charge the people that is responsible for my condition. I want this to be transparent. I don't know if detective, oh God, the detective that was supposed to do this before, I can't think of his name right now, but he made up his own charge. So this is going to be transparent this time. I want to know, when am I going to be assigned a detective to investigate?
This is more like a housing issue.
No, ma'am, this is a criminal issue. It's a violation of my civil constitutional rights. It's a violation because they slandered me, and they're also threatening my home if I don't keep my mouth shut. And not only that, they gave a description labeling me in the worst condition. So this case is now being turned over to the Adult Protection Agency and is being investigated. Why won't you all come out here and get in a detective so that I can file my charges this time and take it to court the right way? This is a criminal act, miss. Housing deals with, I need the police report done. And I need this assigned because it caused me bodily injury, miss. This is the problem I had with y'all before. Y'all want to deflect this and say, go to housing court, go to housing court. Housing court don't handle criminal.
What was the bodily injury?
Ma'am, you got to, what did you say?
So what was the bodily injury?
The bodily injury is that I just got out the hospital and I've had to have 5 toes amputated. And I cannot afford, with these threats and this stuff that they're doing, to go in the hospital, because I should be concentrating on getting better. Instead, I'm sitting here in fear.
Okay. What's the phone number?
617-564-7946.
Okay. I need to pass this information along.
Yeah, so I need to, I have the police report number. Did you need that? How long does it take for you all to assign somebody? What's wrong with y'all that y'all can't assign nobody this?
It takes a couple of days.
Well, it's been a couple of days. So y'all did this before, and you filed your own charges, never talked to me, never talked to my witness, and I'm the victim. Y'all are not going to do this again to me, detective agency, and YouTube and TikTok is listening. So the couple of days is over. How long now? Because I need to start this process because I'm under a threat.
Who's threatening you?
The property management, miss. If you get the detective to come in here and get the evidence, I won't have to explain it to you all.
It's housing because they're.
So, okay, Boston Police Detective, this is, ma'am, it's already been on the police report. When a police report has been done, it's assigned to a detective. So are you all telling me that you're not going to investigate this? Let TikTok and YouTube know that you all are again trying to pass the buck. This is nothing new. So I need for these people to hear this, that you're not going to assign this to a detective. Please tell us that you're not going to assign this to a detective.
You have to go to housing and take care of
Ma'am, I've gone through this before. I do not have to go to housing, because when I went to housing to file this, they said this is criminal and you got to go get a police report so that you can take it to the regular court. They said they do not handle this. And are you telling me, excuse me for raising my voice, that the housing authority, they deal with evictions, ma'am? They don't deal with assault and battery, miss. That's what the housing court told me. They said you have to do this through regular court. All I'm asking is for justice, miss.
I understand that, but your police report does not say anything about assault and battery.
Well, then that's why, because the police report, now the officers that did the police report told me that the detective, that I have to say this information for the detective. That's why it's not on the police report. They said anything that's what the detective's job is, to get the information. See, yeah, this is unreal. I mean, I'm under pressure right here, trying to maintain my residence, and they're violating my civil and constitutional rights. That's a crime. That's not a housing court issue. This is a criminal. Slander, defamation of character, racial profiling. I told you the Boston court does not handle these kind of offenses.
Okay, I'll pass this information along.
You're going to pass it along. So it should be a sign now so somebody can come get the evidence, because how much more of a limb am I going to lose without getting the protection from the Boston police?
Beverly, what evidence?
What evidence? Did y'all hear this? Miss, what's your name?
Ingrid.
What is it?
Ingrid.
Ingrid? What's your badge number?
I'm not an officer.
Okay, so how would I identify you? Because see, I need to. This is the Boston Police Department, y'all. They want to pass the buck like they tried to pass the buck the first time, but this went on to Internal Affairs and everything. Because see, Boston, they assaulted me with my door, coming to my apartment without giving me 24-hour notice. This was held and the decision was made in the Roxbury courthouse, because that's where they told me it had to go. And the charge was assault with a deadly weapon, my door, and it was held at the Roxbury District Court, not the housing court. Thank you for those hearts, y'all. Thank you, because this is a problem. This is why they don't want you to protect yourself. Somebody's getting paid somewhere to protect this property management. Now, if I get more foot cut off because I'm unable to heal, this is a bodily injury, and this woman is telling me that it's not on the police report. Therefore, they don't want to deal with it. Is that what you're saying, miss?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to pass that information along.
Okay, ma'am. Now, how many more times? Because the evidence is here. That's what the policemen told me. They didn't want to take a picture of the evidence, and they said, no, save that for the detective. So I'm saving it. It's here for the detective to collect the evidence. Please do y'all's job. I'm not playing with this anymore. I thank you for your time, Ingrid. And I should expect to hear a phone call so that I could go ahead and proceed with my charges.
Okay, I'll let them know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody plays the fool. You hear me? My mother said, Beverly, if you've been fooled, don't feel bad. She said, because Everybody plays a fool. Thank you for those hearts. Oh, I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But she says, as long as you learn from the first time, you don't let them come and do it again. I am my own lawyer. I'm my own attorney. When the detective comes to collect my evidence, this is an assault. They failed to protect me on the first one by falsifying their own charge so they could get thrown out of court. I've learned my lesson. See, the detectives have to charge these people. Now, I can call the housing court, which I am. And I'm gonna put it on recording what they told me. They said this is a Boston police matter because it was an assault. They don't handle assault charges. They handle landlord and tenant disputes and evictions. I filed for a restraining order with the housing court. Okay. And they keep violating the housing court, which is in violation now of a judge's court order. So all of this evidence of detective needs to come so that I can have my charges on record. Oh, Lord have mercy. I can't even recover because I gotta deal with this bullshit. I gotta protect myself. I'm a Black woman. We don't play. When it comes to ours and our family and our kids, we don't play. And if they think that I'm a lower level intelligence that doesn't have the brain of a monkey, and that's what they're insinuating, they're going to classify me. They said my house is filthy and unsanitary. And they want this place restored to the condition that it was in when I moved in here. YouTube, you can't see this. I keep showing y'all the pictures of my kitchen. I made me some coffee this morning. Got a little couple of things, but where's the filth? Like the lady from the thank you for those. I know I got a nice apartment. The inspector. See, I thought it was just Central Boston Elderly Service. I just thought it was my caseworker, but it wasn't. It was the Adult Protection Agency. She never identified herself until she finished getting my complaint. See, I thought they were just checking in and getting evidence at my apartment. She said, it's beautiful. She said, it smells so nice in here. And I said, well, let me give you a tour. That's my evidence. And everybody else, and the nurses and everybody else that comes in here, all the compliments I get about my apartment. It's a goddamn shame that you got to live your life defending yourself. I got to live my life defending myself. Nobody at my age. The judge says that I'm entitled to the same rights and privileges as every other tenant. It's in that judge's court order. And she told them not to gang up on me. And what did they do? They bypassed the judge's court order. And the Boston police, see, they don't know I've been all the way down to the mayor's office and assigned to Age Strong to deal with these people. And they don't want the report done, because anytime the law is, anytime a police report is done, a detective has to come out and review that police report. So now the police report's been there since Monday. It is now Friday. Or it was either Monday or Tuesday I called. I have to go back to my videos and check. But I've been on here for 39 minutes, y'all. Thank you. Thank you for those hearts. I love it. It's letting me know that you're feeling my pain, but I've taken that pain and I balled it up and I tossed it and I replaced it with strength. See, your ministry is in your pain. Just like T.D. Jakes said, the only thing that differs from you, from the doctor and the patient, is which way that gown is showing. So he said, get up out of that bed, flip that gown around where your ass is showing, and you become the physician. I am the physician in telling you that we are not going to tolerate racial profiling, stereotyping, defamation of character, threats. Little old me, they're going after me like this with their lawyers. I'm a bad bitch. And they still can't touch me. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere. What part of this did they say I said I'm not going anywhere? I'm going to follow this through the end. But this time they're going to be exposed. And I thank you all. I know I'm looking different ways because I'm on 2 different channels right now. I'm going to expose Massachusetts for what it is. If Massachusetts mayor and the governor had stepped in and let me file civil rights violations 3 years ago, I'd still have my toes. If the mayor's office and OPAC that's supposed to be for police accountability, if they had did their jobs, my body would not be in this condition. That's why I'm going after the state of Massachusetts, because they failed to protect the laws on the books by turning the other cheek. And the governor, Mauree Haley, has put a ban on public records of police accountability. So no lawyer or media can go in there, whatever charge you're charging them with. So the police are protected here under the governor of Massachusetts. I'm exposing all of them. Take my coffee. Yeah. I want transparency. I'm not just doing this for me, but everybody here in Massachusetts and any state that rents from Peabody Properties and the community builders are having these kind of issues. Join Justice for Beverly McLeod. I bet you if we get enough names, there's going to be lawyers jumping up the ass because they love the multi-million-dollar lawsuit. The more people, the more voices. See, they don't know I'm intelligent. And they think all black people are stupid. Especially black women. We have carried this country. See, we were good enough to take care of their kids in their home and raise their children, but we wasn't good enough to come in the front door. See, they've always depended on us. Even the women that got the men in the moon and all this other bullshit, that they underestimate the power of black people. See, they stripped us, but I'm coming into mine. And I got God. He's already paved the way for me. Okay. All I got to do is do my part. Put the charges out there. See, they don't want any charges out there. See, if there's charges out there, they have to respond. But if it's not, see, I'm putting the mayor on notice, Miss Michelle Wu, and I'm putting the governor on warning, and I'm putting the state of Massachusetts legislator that they failed to protect the rights of a senior elderly citizen by allowing this kind of abuse to go on, and they failed to protect me because I now have a loss of limbs. And instead of in recuperating and concentrating on getting better, I got to defend myself. Why are black people always having to defend themselves? And especially when you're being abused. If I was white, this wouldn't happen. Y'all know that. And especially if it was a brown skin company that's running this. And if I was a white, a white tea person, they'd be all over them. But they mess with the wrong one. Thank you for your time. Hi. Hi. Oh, thank you for following me. This is need to go viral because I'm not looking for no money, y'all. I'm looking for justice. And if it's justice for me, it's justice for everybody that they think they could do this to and get away with it. Because I'm putting them out on the mic. I'm putting them on the mic. I'm putting them on the mic. Like, ooh, shit. Oh, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all are heaven sent. Thank you for allowing yourself to be attentive to what I'm going through. That is an honor. And I thank y'all for it. You know, because it shows me you care. And it shows me that I'm important enough so that y'all can listen to this story. And they're going to find out how strong a black woman is. Because of it, man, I'm going to take them down. My purpose is to take them down. Lord, y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for that. And I'm going to end this because I don't even want to end this. You know what I mean? I did something here. Can't see my YouTube. What I did. But, there we go. So I'm going to end this. Have a blessed day. Follow me. Repost some of my stuff so that that they will know what I'm dealing with for anybody that's coming in new. Because I said I'm going to be transparent. And I'm calling out the state of Massachusetts. Not only am I suing the Boston Police Department, but I'm suing the governor and the mayor for failure to even... Oh, let me say this one thing. My son tried to contact years ago when this was going on before I had this amputation, the Adult Abuse Hotline, the National Grid. They got in contact with us. They said, oh, yeah, we can do the report. Then they called me back and they said they can't. They said for some reason, Massachusetts does not allow you to go after property management. They said if I was in a nursing home and this stuff was going on, that I could file charges of abuse. That's why nobody has protected me in the past. But somebody made the call to the Adult Protection Agency. Now they're coming in. Like this lady said, I didn't know who she was. And at the end of it, she told me she's an investigator and she's a mandated reporter. I know fool this time. They're not going to get away with this time. Peace. Peace. Love y'all. Have a blessed day. I'm going to end. Till the next time. Wait till the motherfucking detectives come. They're going to be on camera too.